So I'm going to teach you something in Minecraft of all things, and today we are going to show a secret door powered by a furnace, but there is something unique about this. So we've got our basic house here, and we have our furnace. Let's go ahead and try smelting some iron ore. Now you'll notice that nothing actually happens in this case, and if we wait for that to finish, what then happens if we were to cook some raw chicken? Let's take a look. It's almost done. And boom, we have our cooked chicken, and we are now in a secret hidey hole. And we can just get out over here. So here's the basic structure. You'll see it's quite small. It's 3 wide, 5 long, and 4 deep, and you'll see it's actually fairly simple. Here's what we will need to build it. You need 8 redstone, 1 repeater, 1 sticky piston, 2 torches, a comparator, a dispenser, a hopper, and finally a furnace. And this relies on the fact that a comparator, when backed up against a container, will only output a signal if it is larger, if the signal from behind is larger than what is coming in from the side. So you'll see here, this has got not all of the chicken. It's just one shy of being completely full, and if we were to add one here, now the signal powers that light. So let's go ahead and build one of these. All right, now the 4 deep includes the furnace, so we're gonna dig a hole that is 3 by 5 and 3 deep. 4, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2. And 2 down, and we just got to clear all of this out. And what's convenient about this is it does not rely on any potential bugs or random activations. It's not a bud switch. It is intended design, and so it should theoretically continue to work indefinitely. All right, so we're going to put our sticky piston up here, and that's going to provide the surface that gets pulled away, and we're going to want to power it from beneath. So you'll see when that gets pulled away, which means that our furnace is going to be right on top of here. So we want a base and then a dispenser, and while we are down here, we can go ahead and set up the power to both of these. Now the sticky piston we want powered by default, and that'll be turned off. The dispenser we want to be turned on when the event triggers. Now on top of the dispenser we want to place our hopper, and then the furnace goes on top of that. So now all we need is to set up some logic based around this hopper so that when it is full it fires off a signal to trigger the dispenser and pull back and interrupt the signal on the sticky piston. So I'm going to go ahead and add a repeater here and a redstone torch. Yeah, that repeater. And what this does is power a full signal, so this will only now fire when the hopper is 100% full. And actually, I set that up incorrectly, I think. We'll bring that out, and then down 1. Oh, no, I didn't. Bring that over. And now that is all connected. And literally that is all that is needed here. All we have to do now is fill all of this up with a whole bunch of cooked chicken. And this will work with any particular ingredient so long as it is one thing that is consistent. Possibly fish, whatever seems to be the most infrequent to you. Now once I fill this final one, it's going to fire once because it is going to be full, which is going to cause the dispenser to drop down to having 1 empty slot, which means the hopper then can fill 1 in. All right, and now we see this one has moved down to 63 because the dispenser has lost 1, and we should be all set. So now if we go back up to this furnace, and we need some raw chicken, and add some coal. If we stand here, as soon as this finishes cooking, and there we go, and we have the cooked chicken now in our inventory. So what's convenient about this is that you can use it with really any substance, and once we fill this in, now of course it's going to continue to do that until all of the raw chicken has been processed. So you'd likely only want to seed this with 1, But this does not require anything to be reset once you've finished. You pick up the ingredient as soon as it's done. And yeah, it's a very nice, simple situation that you can utilize using the new comparator and hopper and etc. And of course you do have this little bit here that you have to make sure to hide away. But the convenient thing is that you don't necessarily need to use a sticky piston. You can use the output to trigger really any sort of other hidden device, and you can simply rely on this as your trigger.